talking about today's topic. The topic is forgiveness. It's a very common word, forgiveness. And everybody knows that we should forgive. It's such a cliche, you know. इसमें नया क्या है? क्यों बात कर रहे हैं आज हम forgiveness पे? But you know, it's like so common. The word is so common and the practice is so common. In every type of religious setup, they talk about the importance of forgiveness. Wherever you go, whatever your faiths are, it doesn't matter whether you're a Hindu or a Muslim or a Christian or a Sikh or a Jain or a Buddhist. Everyone talks about the importance of forgiveness. Our spiritual scriptures, thousands of years back, have written the importance of forgiveness. The whole importance of forgiveness can be put in this one sentence as a nutshell: Shama Virashya Bhushnam. It says क्षमा वीरस्य भूषणम, यानी क्षमा करना वीरों का काम है, वो वीरों का आभूषण है. This one particular sentence talks so loudly about the importance of forgiveness, and it also says that कोई कायर उसे कर नहीं सकता. So you know, it requires a lot of strength and courage to forgive. It's not that you are powerless and you know, you don't have that ability to fight and forgive. No, it says क्षमा वीरस्य भूषणम. क्षमा करना सिर्फ वीरों की कैपेसिटी है, कोई कायर उसे कर नहीं सकता. क्षमा करने के लिए बहुत सारी हिम्मत और स्ट्रेंथ चाहिए. Sorry, I'm switching a little to Hindi today because the sentence is such and it requires me to speak in Hindi to come to the spirit of the topic. तो जब लोग क्षमा करते हैं, जैसे we take classic example of Gandhi ji. You know, he always believed, and he was actually influenced a lot by the forgiveness concept of Jainism. He was influenced by Srimad Rajchandraji, who was an ardent follower of Jainism, who spoke loudly about the importance of forgiveness. And that is why he inculcated the power of forgiveness in our freedom fight. He inculcated the power of non-violence. These two concepts were deeply engraved in him when he spoke with, when he came in touch with Srimad Rajchandraji, and that he understood the importance. And you know why there were so many extremists, there were so many freedom fighters, but why we call Gandhiji as father of our nation? Why we always say that India got its freedom in leadership of Mahatma Gandhiji? It is because his mind was already free of bitterness, revenge, resentments, angry, and vengeance towards Britishers. The others who were fighting, somewhere in some groups, there was vengeance, there was a feeling of revengeful ideas, there were like anger, frustration. It was all there. But Gandhiji found himself completely at peace with this situation. And that is why the freedom was realized first in his mind. First of all, he could feel that freedom inside himself. And then he could pass on this message. And that is why his vibrations, his energy could influence Britishers so much. And the Britishers were compelled. All his moments were primarily based on non-violence and forgiveness. क्षमा और अहिंसा, ये दोनों प्रिंसिपल्स को बहुत डीपली लेकर चले महात्मा गांधी जी. सो यू नो, जब हम ऐसी इस दौर की बात करते हैं तो ऑफ कोर्स ये बहुत बड़ी बात है, बट व्हाट अबाउट आवर डे टू डे लाइफ? How do we inculcate forgiveness in our life? Also, we generally say, no, I don't keep anything in my mind. I am okay. I always forgive very easily. But then, you know, when you're talking to that same person about something that happened 5 years back, he or she is coming out with equal amount or maybe more intensity of the negative emotion. of the episode that happened 5 years back, 15 years back, 30 years back. See, thanks to science and scientists today, they are proving what has been written in our scripture. Shama, Virashya, Bhushnam, what I am saying, and the importance of forgiveness that every Shastra talks about. Today, science and scientists are talking about. The Western world is so loudly talking about the power of forgiveness. Johns Hopkins के findings हो, articles हो, या Harvard medical science के articles हो, they all speak so loudly about the power of forgiveness. They say forgiveness is key to well-being, person's well-being. Now, health is a state of body, but well-being, is a state, wellness is a state of a being. There is more to our physical to us than this physical body. There is more to us than just physical realities. We are this physical body, yes, but we are also the mind. There is a counterpart of us which we call as mind, which is much vaster than this body, and there is a counterpart to us which we call as spirit, which is all encompassing. Today, institute like McKinsey talk about the importance of forgiveness, importance of mental wellness, to which is attributed to physical wellness. So they are saying that if you are suffering with life-threatening diseases, actually so interesting these articles are. You should go and if you search, you will get those articles and just read them. They are saying that if you are suffering with life-threatening diseases, the first and the foremost thing that you should be doing, generally we say, yes, we should be taking medical treatments and medicines. They are saying, yes, they are there and they are going to help you, and that all thanks to them that we recover quickly. But they are saying the first and the foremost thing that you should be paying attention to is, are you carrying some kind of resentments in your mind? Are you carrying vengeance? Are you angry about something? Are you frustrated with something? They talk about that and they say forgiveness is key to absolute wellness. Forgiveness is the key to recovery, quick recovery from life-threatening diseases. One can recover if he or she enters into the act of forgiveness. Now, each one of us are leading a life which is, otherwise, it's very beautiful, of course, but if you see it from one perspective, it is quite complicated. It keeps coming up with challenges and adversities. We keep meeting people who behave in a different manner than what we are expecting, who think differently than what we are thinking. And so, because of this difference of opinion, there are strains and stresses in the relationship. Are we able to forgive and move forward? Oh, what's there to forgive? I don't keep anything in my mind. We say that, but then when you get into an argument with that person, you're holding on to your point of view so rigidly. You're not able to let it go. You're not able to be flexible. Now that's where forgiveness enters. You really need to forgive because you need to expand your perspective. Life cannot be led with one limited perspective of bhai ye aisa hi hai, wo waisa hi hai. That's a very limiting perspective. Today even maths talk about a circle which has 360 degrees. So if in the center of the circle, if there is something lying, you can view that thing from 360 different angles, and which can give 360 different views of one particular thing that is lying at the center of the circle. And so does the spiritual science talk about multi-dimensional realities. There are multi-dimensional realities to everything, and what we are looking at is probably only one little perspective of something. So we need to expand our perception. We need to understand the other person's perspective, how he or she is looking at it. Yes, also known as multiverse. So true. We just till the recent past, we believe that we live in one universe. Which has multiple solar systems. पहले तो ये belief था कि हमारे पास एक छोटा solar system, और हम उसी में रहते हैं. And then we came to know about the world and the universe expanding beyond this solar system, and there are multiple solar systems, and now the concept of multiverses is coming up. Yes, it is the multiverse where we live, and that is why there are multiple perspectives and multiple viewpoints. Why we should understand multiple viewpoints is that helps us to forgive. It helps us to forgive. It helps us to release the resentments and the anger and the frustration that we are carrying within us. Basically, yes, there is a universe and there is a multiverse, but what we really need to understand is what is happening within us, because what happens out there in the universe matters lesser than what is happening in here. And today it is scientifically proven that we are carrying multiverses inside us. There are minimum 300 crore seeds which within us, which if are planted can create one universe. So we are actually carrying multiverses within us. And so it's more important for us to take inward journey, go within, be introspective and contemplative, be true to ourselves, and understand where all are we carrying grudges, resentments, anger, vengeance, revengeful ideas, because they are becoming the basis of physical diseases for us. Diseases are psychosomatic in nature. I have already spoken on this topic earlier in Vishwa Talk and several other places where it is proven beyond any doubt that scientifically and spiritually we can prove that diseases are psychosomatic in nature. Whoever is hearing this word for the first time, let me just tell you, psychosomatic means, in Hindi it would mean मनोकायिक, यानी मन में उत्पन्न होना और फिर शरीर में आना. Meaning, every disease first enters the realm of our mind, and then it projects on the body. Let me repeat, it projects on the body. So what we are experiencing in the body is a mere projection of the disease. The disease, actually, the key or the root to the disease lies in our mind. And that's what McKinsey says, that's what Harvard Medical School is now saying, that the energy which is creating these diseases in the body mostly is vengeance, anger, revengeful ideas, hatred.